So she started fencing at the age of 7. Her brother Nolan loved Star Wars as a kid and viewed fencing as his way to duel with a lightsaber. Well, apparently Nolan stayed a Star Wars and fencing fan, but it was his sister Lauren that became the sports history maker, which brings me to Team USA, pulling ahead on the leaderboard in the Paris Olympics, raking all kinds of medals, including a shiny silver, thanks to Lauren Scruggs. Her win, also a record-breaking moment in history for Team USA's fabulous fencer. Lauren, who hails from Queens, New York, is a rising senior at Harvard, and we are honored to have her join us now. Lauren, congratulations.
Thank you.
So I'm curious, do you and your brother ever bring out the lightsabers for family reunions?
Not anymore, but when we were younger, definitely we were very competitive.
I bet you were, and he has had quite the career in fencing as well, we should mention. So I'm curious, what was it about fencing that you loved as a little girl?
Yeah, I mean, I think I just love the competitive nature of the sport. You know, it's kind of like boxing almost. It's just you and your opponent, you know. It's a little physical, you know, you're really trying to hit them. So I think I just loved all those aspects of it. It really allowed me to be very creative and kind of release my stress, which was super important in terms of just balancing schoolwork and, you know, daily life growing up.
Oh, and I think you need it now, too, at Harvard and, you know, participating in the Olympics, things, you got a lot on resting on your shoulders. I'm curious, did fencing help you break barriers and stereotypes as you were growing up? And, you know, and also succeeding in this sport. I know you went up against a lot of challenges and really had to gain respect.
Yeah, I mean, growing up in fencing, like, no one really looked like me. So I think in order to kind of prove myself, I really had to be the best at the tournaments. So, you know, from a young age, I think my mentality going into tournaments, literally like youth 10, 12, 14, I was really just, honestly, the killer mentality, you know, trying to win it. And I think that's just kind of carried me through my fencing career, and it's kind of what came out, I think, yesterday on the strip. So kind of just growing up in the environment has kind of made me, I think, a solid fencer because of those hardships, and I think that my success in fencing has also kind of helped break stereotypes about, you know, what Black people can do, and, you know, who can be a fencer.
Absolutely, and I know you have gotten involved in mentorship and giving back. Tell me what that means to you as someone who, you know, came up in a time where it was really tough to break through this sport. What does it mean to you to be a mentor to younger kids, kids of all colors?
Yeah, so I'm currently a mentor with the Peter Westbrook Foundation, and just working with them, they work to expose fencing to kind of underrepresented communities within fencing. And so being kind of mentor has really allowed me, I think, to excel even more with fencing. You know, when I'm on that strip, I'm not just fencing for myself, but, you know, I'm fencing for the kids back home. So being a mentor is super important to me just because, you know, it gives me that boost. It gives me something more to fight for. And it also is fulfilling in the sense that, you know, I get to give kids something that I didn't really have a lot of. I did have some mentors growing up, like Nzinga Prescott, who is a big friend of mine, and, you know, she's cheering me on this weekend. But, yeah, just working to increase representation in the sport, and I'm just, you know, really grateful to be in the position I am.
I am a big fan of Nzinga, and I had the honor of interviewing her a number of years back. I love that you mentioned her name, and I have to talk about your other mentor, of course, Peter Westbrook. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it to the games this year because he's battling cancer, but we know that he was cheering you on from home. What has his mentorship meant to you, Lauren, and what does this win mean to both of you?
Yeah, I mean, Peter is like a legend within fencing, not even within just like the Black fencing community, but just fencing as a whole. So to be kind of one-on-one with him and to, you know, have his direct guidance is just super special to me. And to be able to win a medal, you know, while he's still, you know, living and breathing and, you know, can watch is just amazing to me. It's just an honor.
Well, I know you breathe life into him every time he sees you succeed. Lauren Scruggs, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.